Duke, Ohio State, Kansas State, all their 4 losses. It's a good basketball team we're going to see today.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's one of those games that you cannot look at the numbers that gives you an indication of what type of ability that they have. That being said, I feel like if we come down and play Lady Raider basketball, we're going to be in great shape because we are a force to be reckoned with.
Well, Belmont's had their number recently, won 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams, so we'll see how that plays out today. With nearly 200 majors and concentrations for undergrads, more than 100 graduate programs, Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. Do you want a high-quality, affordable education? It's not too late to apply. Learn more at mtsu.edu. Pre-game show continues in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I can help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Getting set for Belmont and Middle Tennessee. Let's take a look at teams around the conference, brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites Murfreesboro. Old-fashioned Southern hospitality and contemporary comfort at a great rate. Located at 325 North Thompson Lane in Murfreesboro. Western Kentucky still the only undefeated team at 7-0 in the conference. Percentage-wise, UTEP is next at 4-1. On the season, only played 5 games so far. Middle Tennessee 7-2, Jacksonville State, Sam Houston 4-2, Louisiana Tech and New Mexico State and Liberty each 4-3, Kennesaw State 2-4, and FIU is 2-5. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get a scouting report on the Bruins of Belmont from Associate Head Coach Matt Insel. That's next. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Time now for a scouting report on Belmont. We're joined by Associate Head Coach Matt Insel. First, hey, you're going to be riding in a parade, I hear.
Yeah, the Grand Marshal of the Murfreesboro Parade. It's, I think my kids are more excited than I am, so it'll be a fun day.
Well, playing Belmont hasn't been fun recently. They've done a good job against you guys, haven't they?
They have. The last 2 times here, they've done a really good job, and we have not played well here, and they have. And when you don't play well, and you're playing a team, and when you look at the net rankings, it's a top 65 team. You're going to lose, and so hopefully we'll play better today. When we played them at home the last time, we were pretty dominant in that game, but we're not at home today. We're down here for the 2nd straight year, and there's been a lot of talk why we're coming 2 straight years here. The reason why is because of COVID. There was games canceled, and so they ended up coming to us for 2 straight years, so now we came to them for 2 straight years.
Well, when I look at them, they don't seem to have a dominant player, but they seem to have great balance.
They're a very balanced team. They're not very deep. They're similar to us, where they're going to play, their main 5 to 6 players, and they're very balanced. They move the ball very well. They offensively, they're going to run a lot of motion, getting a lot of different players involved. That can present some problems for us, and because they play 4 guards 90% of the time. So now our 4 players are going to be guarding guards, and they don't play them as 4 players playing 4 guards. They play them as guards in their offense, and so that can be an adjustment for us and something that we worked on the last 2 days.
Tell us about a couple of their players that you have the most attention on.
Kendall Holmes is somebody that we know very well. She's somebody that we recruited out of the transfer portal, and she's so great shooter, a hard-nosed, fundamental, disciplined player. She's their leading scorer, and so she's someone that we're going to have to pay a lot of attention to. Jalen to guard that matchup, and then Cheeseman hurt us last year down here, shooting a 3 from a 5 spot. She's a knockdown 3-point shooter. That's something we've had to put a lot of emphasis on this week. Is Nastia, you can't stay back in the lane. You have to get out on this kid, especially in pick and pops. And then when Nas has to help, our other girls have got to be ready to rotate to her because she is a shooter.
It's interesting because both these teams don't go very deep. So that tells me foul trouble could be a significant thing.
It was last year. I mean, it was 21-21 in the 2nd quarter, and we're down 38-23 at halftime. And that has to do with Jalen and Anastasia both getting 3 fouls there in the first half. They don't play the last 4 minutes of the 2nd quarter. They go on a 15-0 run. And so that's a big thing that we have to be cautious of, is making sure that we don't get over-aggressive and get in some foul trouble.
Play well.
Thank you.
We'll have more in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Well, Rick, I mentioned Matt when we talked before the scouting report, the honor of being a Grand Marshal in a Christmas parade for you coming up tomorrow.
That's a first. You know, I don't know what my mom and dad or my grandparents would say. They're all from the Rutherford County area. Yeah. So, you know, the Christmas parade's been a deal in Murfreesboro for centuries, I guess. Yeah. But it's a big honor. It's a big honor, and, you know, gives us a little break away from basketball.
Before we talk specifically about this game, last game, and you mentioned it in our post game, Blakely played very well, probably her best game of the year. Seemed to be under control, steady. I mean, I know you're looking for more of that.
Well, that keeps us in the game. You know, when Courtney's able to run her basketball team on the floor like she did the other day, that makes us a very dangerous club. And I told her that was one of her better games. I think she ended up with maybe 8 points and maybe 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And, you know, and that was she didn't play a whole lot either because we played a lot of our other players. Right. But I was real proud of the way she played the other day.
Well, Belmont's kind of been a thorn in your side recently, haven't they?
Well, they've got a good team. Bart does a good job. They recruit a lot like we recruit. They've got to. I mean, we can't go out and get top players in America, but we can get kids maybe that deserve to be in the top players in America and work them and get them to the point. I think he lost some of his players to the transfer portal. Right. And in our case, we lost a couple, but still, you know, they're close, similar to ours, but he does a good job. They, you know, when we came here last year, I think they shot like 60-something% from three. I think they hit 14 threes, 13 or 14 threes. And just one of those things. Next thing you know, it's out of hand.
So what is your concern with them today?
Well, I'm more concerned about what we're going to do. I'm pretty excited about today. I want to see how our club will come to a gym like Belmont's got here, right down the road, and they know, our kids know that they've got a good team. I want to see how we show up. Do we show up today, or do we come in here and do like we did last year? we didn't play real good defense last year. We gave up too many shots, uncontested shots, and they were able to take advantage of it. If they do the same thing today, we'll get beat. Now let's hope that we've grown up a little bit in the last couple of weeks. You know, they have played a tough schedule too. They may have played a tougher schedule than us, Joe.
And to go, their schedule is quite daunting. But talk about style of play. How do you want this game to be played?
Well, I want to get up and down the floor.
Yeah.
I want our kids to get up and down the floor. I want to be able to take some uncontested threes. I want Nasia to have a good game inside also. If she has a good game inside, Cab runs the ball team, we knock down shots, we're going to be in great shape today. And I think that's the MO of our basketball team right there. I think coming in, people know you got to help with Nasia, and you got to hope that Jalen and Tamia don't get off. And then Cab's kind of the one that the straw that stirs the drink kind of. She comes in and she gets the ball to those people and she does her thing. She plays great defense. We're going to be pretty good.
Our pregame visit with the Coach Insel brought to you by the Daily News Journal. Read about all Blue Raider sports in the Daily News Journal. The DNJ is Rutherford County's first source for news, sports, and much more. Stay with us. We'll get you the starting lineups, getting ready for Middle Tennessee and Belmont coming up from the Curb Center in Nashville. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Well, the record in this series depends on who you ask. If you ask Middle Tennessee, they will tell you that they lead the overall series 17-4. If you ask Belmont, they will tell you the series is 19-15 in favor of Middle Tennessee. Now, you got to remember, Belmont was not always Division I. They had the time when they were NAIA, and I think some games were considered games that counted by Middle Tennessee and some that didn't. So nonetheless, a bit of a discrepancy between the two.
Well, as long as we've got the upper hand on both discrepancies, I feel good about that.
Well, Belmont's had the upper hand recently, though. They've won 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Our injury report brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Murfreesboro's personal injury law firm, and a proud sponsor of the Blue Raiders. And great to be this far along in the season, Kyle, and no significant injuries for the Blue Raiders to have to worry about.
Yes, certainly it's as Middle is still trying to grow their bench, so to speak. It's great to not have to grow your bench, particularly against seasoned teams like Belmont. And again, don't let that 4-4 record fool you. It's come against a really difficult schedule.
Our starting lineups brought to you by Ascend Federal Credit Union. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit an Ascend branch. Ask for your MTSU branded debit card. Ascend is the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend is insured by NCUA. For the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee, 7-2 on the season, same starting 5 as all year. Number 1, Courtney Blakely, 5'8" senior, Gary, Indiana, 11 points, 3 rebounds per game. Number 2, Anastasia Boldareva, 6'7" junior, out of Moscow, Russia. She is now the leading scorer, 16.2 points, 8 rebounds per game. Number 10, Jalen Gregory, 5'8" junior, Lafayette, Tennessee, 13 points, 4 rebounds per game. Number 15, Tamia Scott, 6-foot sophomore out of Clarksville, 15 points, 5 boards. And number 21, Alina Arike, 6'2" redshirt senior from Helsinki, Finland. Rick Insel in his 20th year as the head coach of the Lady Raiders, 470 and 158. Associate head coach Matt Insel, assistants Kim Bruton, Nina Davis, who's celebrating a birthday today, Tom Hodges, and Courtney Whitson. For the Bruins of Belmont, 4-4 on the season. Number 0 is Tootie Jones, 5'7" graduate student from Troy, Alabama, 6 points, 3 rebounds per game. And what you'll notice is the balance in their stats. Number 14, Kendall Cheeseman, 6'2" senior out of Tampa, transfer from Vanderbilt, 7 points, 5.5 rebounds. Number 21, Emily LaChapelle, 5'11" junior, Appleton, Wisconsin, transfer from Marquette, averaging almost 11 points and 3 rebounds. Number 23, Jalen Banks, 5'9" sophomore from Spring Hill, Tennessee, 10 points, 3.5 rebounds. And number 33, Carmen Harrison, a 6'2" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, 9 points, 6 rebounds. Bart Brooks has done a nice job at Belmont in his 8th season, 176 and 59. Kyle, we talked about Belmont. You look at their schedule, and Coach Insel mentioned it in our pregame visit. They may have played a tougher schedule than Middle has so far. When you look at Duke, Michigan, Ohio State, Kansas State, Davidson, I mean, they've run an early gauntlet.
They certainly have, and the strength of schedule numbers haven't come out yet like the net shows. But, again, when you do look at the net rankings, Middle Tennessee comes in at 52, Belmont at 64. So now when you're 4-4, but your net is 64, that tells you who you play.
Yeah, obviously so. So we'll see what happens here. Looking forward to a good one in this wonderful facility here, the Curb Events Center on the campus of Belmont University, just outside of downtown Nashville. Middle Tennessee will be wearing the blue jerseys and shorts today with blue and Raiders down each side of the shorts. Belmont in the home white jerseys and shorts, red numerals and lettering trimmed in blue. Stay with us. Looking forward to this one. It's Middle Tennessee and Belmont. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many Ortho Urgent Cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
It's the golden anniversary of Middle Tennessee women's basketball. Season number 50 of Lady Raider Basketball is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Live from the Curb Event Center in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Middle Tennessee Lady Raider basketball. Today, getting set for tip-off between the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee and the Bruins of Belmont. Joe Fisher, great to be with you. Great to be joined once again by Kyle Turnham here courtside. Kyle's pulling double duty on a doubleheader day because the men will, this is the old true doubleheader. Ladies playing first and the men playing about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So hopefully you'll be able to stick around and join Chip Walters and Kyle for the men's game that will follow this one. Middle Tennessee 7-2 on the season. Belmont 4-4, but that's deceiving. They have played an extremely difficult schedule. And interesting, Kyle, this is another one of those teams, and I looked at the numbers for Belmont. Very balanced. No player has scored 20 in a game this season. They really share the basketball.
Well, and I think it looks a lot like Middle Tennessee's roster, to be honest with you. And I think those are the teams that are the toughest to defend because they have any number of players that can contribute. And let's cut to the chase. When you have to guard all five positions, it really stresses and stretches your defense.
Interesting hearing Coach Insel talk about it and hearing Matt Insel in the scouting report stressing for Boulder-Rava, she cannot just sit back in the lane on this five-player. She's got to get out on the perimeter because this five-player can shoot.
Yeah, Belmont's going to run basically a five-out offense, and you're starting to see these type of offenses really sort of take over college basketball. Yeah. People are getting the post players away from the basket. You're seeing a lot more passing, cutting, a little bit more freelance, and the low post position has almost become obsolete.
Interesting. Of course, Boulder Raven can shoot the three as well. So Belmont's got to pay attention to that too.
Yeah, they do. Middle, for the most part, is always going to have a singular post. It's not a standardized 4 out, 1 in. You're going to get a lot of interchange with your 4 and your 5, where both Anastasia and Alina can go in there and post up and do damage inside. But studies in contrast without question.
You mentioned earlier, and I had really not paid a lot of attention till you mentioned it. It's a little chilly in here. And it almost feels like there's a little bit of a breeze in here.
It is chilly, and there is a breeze. You can actually feel it. And I will just tell you, from a coach's standpoint, that is not something that I'm ever going to support in a gym. I don't think that players need to be playing in a cold or a cool gym, certainly one with a breeze, because one of the things that happens is when you quit playing, even through a dead ball situation or through a media timeout, you cool off really quickly. Just not a fan. I just think basketball is meant to be played in warm places.
You could talk to some Vanderbilt people about playing in Memorial Gym in November.
Oh, there's no doubt.
or summer camp. My gosh. Our broadcast vantage point for you, we're right beside the Middle Tennessee bench. We are courtside.
Yeah, this is a little bit better location than what you had in Fort Myers.
At least I'm on the sideline, and I'm on the floor. But we had a good time. The Fort Myers trip, that's a nice tournament, and it's only going to get better. I think they've got some quality teams already lined up for next year. Middle Tennessee will move right to left as you listen here in this first quarter. Again, the Blue Raiders wearing the blue today. And Belmont in the home white with red numerals. Boulder Raven to jump center against Harrison. And the tap is controlled by the Lady Raiders, and we are underway. And it'll be Blakely who will work it to the front court. Blakely to the top, Boulder Raven. They sag back off of her, bounce pass to Scott. Scott cut off on the drive, finds Enrique. Looked for the entry pass, wasn't open. Now Jalen Gregory, shot clock at 15. Right side to Blakely. Blakely pulls up, 17-foot jumper is good.
Nice touch on the rim and a great decision, I think, by Courtney Blakely, rather than get to the rim and just basically toss something at the rim, stop and pop and take that shot on balance.
2-0 Lady Raiders. Harrison with the basketball at the high post, left side. Look for the backdoor cut, not open. Up top, Cheeseman. She'll fire for three and hit.
And that's the matchup that you were talking about in the pregame show, is that Cheeseman will step out. Now, with them having Harrison, Harrison is a definitive low post player. With Cheeseman, you've got to get out.
3-2 Belmont, just underway. Each team converts on their first offensive possession. Boulder Raven handoff to Gregory. Gregory will try a contested 15-footer and nailed it. Nice shot by Jalen. 4-3 Lady Raiders. Belmont down court quickly, but Middle Tennessee recovers in time to stop it. Penetration to the right side of the lane, cut off by Scott. A little floater by LaChapelle is good. Nice little step through by Emily LaChapelle, the transfer from Marquette. 5-4 Belmont, so both offenses clicking early. Blakely to Enrique. One dribble, handoff back to Cab. Now Boulder Raven leaves it for Scott. Scott with that penetration, drives right side of the lane, off the glass too strong. Rebound Belmont. Got the shot she wanted, just couldn't finish. Down court Banks. Banks on the right wing, guarded by Gregory. Banks with a crossover, goes to the baseline. Sends it out to Harrison. Harrison in the lane, goes to the left side. Got Boulder Raven up in the air, but could not finish the shot, and Nas with the rebound.
Yeah, we need Nas to stay down. Just make her have to finish over the top. Don't paratroop on those shot fakes.
Blakely, Enrique, shot fake, drives right side of the lane, threw one up for grabs, no good. Again, a little off-balance shot at the glass.
Once again, two straight shots where we're just basically throwing the ball at the glass rather than shooting the ball.
Cheeseman's jumper is no good. Boulder Raven will run down the rebound. Blakely waiting for Nas to get down court. 5-4 Belmont's lead, 7:30 to go opening quarter. Scott, well, they pushed Boulder Raven off. Had a forearm in her back. She tried to pass it to Enrique, and it's stolen. Stolen away by Belmont's Banks. To the corner. The lob inside. Nice lob to Harrison. Put up the shot and was fouled. Probably Scott, I believe. Scott and Enrique were both there.
It was Scott.
It will be Tamia, and that'll be her first.
And Tamia was not in help side in that lob over the top. If she was where she was supposed to have been, she would have been there for the steal. not for the foul. The way Belmont is defending, Belmont basically is soft zoning the ball screens. Pick and pop action is going to be available to the Lady Raiders all night long.
Harrison, a 75% free throw shooter, misses the first one. Our officials today, Kylie Galloway, Kristen Bell, and Trey Miles. Harrison missed them both. It would be Frosties at home. Rebound, Middle Tennessee. Blakely racing down court. Drives to the lane and is fouled on the floor. It won't be a shot. It'll be a foul on Tootie Jones. That'll be her first. That kind of bailed her out, quite frankly, because she was running into trouble.
1 against 3.
Yep.
You know, we talked about that in the pregame show as well, is that sometimes you can over-penetrate. She certainly did there.
Scott looking to inbound. Will send it up top to Nas. Boldareva bounce pass to Blakely. 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Belmont leading 5-4. Bounce to the high post to Enrique. Dribbles to her left, hands it back to Blakely. Blakely bounce pass stolen away. Coming the other way, one-on-one. La Chapelle with a step through in the lay-in. That pass didn't have enough juice on it.
Well, it was where the pass was thrown from. She threw it from close, elbow extended, all the way across to the wing on the other side. Very poor passing angle.
And a reach-in foul as Jalen Banks is going to be called for her first, team second. She tried to take it away from Blakely at the top of the key, could not. Now checking in is their leading scorer, Kendall Holmes, 5'10 graduate student, transfer from South Dakota for Belmont, averaging 11.8 points per game.
Averages making 2 threes a game as well, shooting 31% from there. 63% of her shots, three-point shots.
And Gregory, being chased by her, missed the three-point shot. And a foul on the floor, and they're going to call that, I believe, on Belmont on Carmen Harrison. That's her first, team's third. Again, Kyle, neither of these teams go very deep. I mean, they're probably going to play 7, any significant minutes. Bounce pass thrown in, and Enrique finally able to run it down. Gregory takes the handoff. Belmont trying to get a little more physical now in their defense. Blakely comes to Enrique. Lob inside, too tall for Boldareva, but I believe a foul from behind on a shove, and that's going to be on Cheeseman. That's her first. And Belmont has already picked up 4 fouls here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Middle needs to stay very aggressive in terms of trying to attack the paint because Belmont cannot afford to foul again.
4 different players, each with 1 personal foul. Blakely with the basketball. I hear a little frustration here on the Lady Raider bench that they're not getting into the play set offensively that they want.
Can't get organized.
Blakely, fall away jumper and a tough one, no good. Rebound Cheeseman for Belmont. That's not the shot they wanted.
No, it's not. She's got the matchup. She being Blakely, she's got to attack that matchup with Holmes.
La Chapelle with the ball top of the key. Works left. Now up to the top. Cheeseman for a 3. This one is back iron, no good. Hit the top of the backboard. Offensive rebound, loose ball. Belmont gets it back. Cheeseman cross court to Banks. Banks thought about the 3. Guarded and cut off by Blakely. Now works around the screen. Banks, cross court pass. Holmes, cut off by Boldareva, and Nas just took it away from her. And then the ball knocked out of bounds by Belmont.
Right now, playing very, very loose on both ends of the floor, particularly from an offensive perspective.
For Belmont, J.C. Busick, a 6'1 graduate student transfer from Charlotte, checks in. 5:10 to go first quarter. Belmont leading 7-4.
Middle 0 for their last 4 from the floor and on a scoring drought of 350 and counting.
Gregory tried to end that, could not. Her three-point shot was no good. Enrique battled for the rebound. Blakely's 3 is good. And a whistle, they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave that shot off as the ball, I guess, hit the baseline down there before she was able to take the shot.
Yep.
So nonetheless, you can wave off that 3. 4:58 left to go in the first quarter. Belmont 7, Middle Tennessee 4. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Our First Vision first minutes of today's game. First Vision Bank. Accomplish your vision for your personal or business finances with First Vision Bank. With dedicated banking professionals, products to fit your goals, and advanced financial management tools, your vision is our mission. FBB.Bank, FDIC, equal housing lender.
Middle really struggling offensively. 0 for their last 5, have had 3 turnovers in the last 3:59, and during that 3 minutes and 59 seconds, we're on a scoring drought as well. So no offensive efficiency whatsoever for the Lady Raiders.
2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range. Already 3 early turnovers as well. You said there was something you wanted to address.
Yeah, a little pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
This drives me insane. The cheerleader on the previous play, Enrique went out of bounds to try to save the basketball down there, and the cheerleaders have their, for lack of better terms, cheat sheets down there on the baseline. Enrique's feet came out from under her because she stepped not on wood but on the cheat sheet. That needs to be taken off the floor. End of story.
Agreed.
Protect the players at all costs. Get the cheat sheets off the floor. The players are necessary. The cheerleaders are not.
Now, some might argue that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I'm a coach, and I'm protecting the players.
Yep. Well, after the turnover, they ruled Enrique stepped out of bounds. It will be Belmont's basketball. And again, 3 early turnovers on the Lady Raiders. Again, this is a doubleheader day. We'll have the men's team squaring off 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Belmont down court, look for the backdoor cut, not open. La Chapelle, who's off to a good start. She's 2 for 2 from the field. Up top to Busick. Now to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Gregory. Boldereva out on the perimeter to double team there. They get it back to La Chapelle. La Chapelle drives, got past Tamia Scott and laid it in. She was a member of the Big East All-Freshman team. She's got 6 early.
And that basket for Belmont stopped a scoring drought of theirs of over 2 minutes.
9-4 Bruins.
Middle just no rhythm at all, no traction offensively in any way, shape, or form.
Gregory, they have not been able to get the ball down to Boldereva yet. Been working a lot on the perimeter. Shot clock at 6. Tamia in traffic, found a way to finish that. Went up through contact off the left side. Her first points. That ended the long scoring drought of over 4 minutes.
And very fortunate that shot went down because that was an incredibly difficult shot.
Well, Gregory just got bulldozed trying to get through a screen. There was no whistle. Harrison dribbling top of the key. Gets closer. Drives right side of the lane. Put a shoulder into Boldereva. Put up the shot. Rejected. Nas coming the other way to Blakely. Blakely kicks to the corner. Now back to Blakely. They didn't get anything in transition.
There's no reason to throw that pass that late. If you're not going to get a piece of the paint, there's might as well not make that pass.
Backdoor cut and a beauty. Gregory with the catch. Enrique with the assist.
And that's one of the things that you can do is attack pressure with some type of pressure release. That time, Belmont fell asleep on 5 up.
There's the backdoor cut once again. Chappelle went up and under, could not shoot. Going to try it again. Little Euro step and made the basket and was fouled by Scott. Chappelle has been the difference early in this one. She's got 8 and going to the line. And the foul, I believe, was on Tamia, and that is her second.
Yes.
So she will sit down, and Savannah Davis The freshman from McKenzie, Tennessee checks in. LaChapelle, a 78% free throw shooter.
Well, 2 hard luck fouls on Tamia Scott. We talked about the first one being out of position. I got screened off there so I couldn't see the foul, but typically the bad call, the tough call, gets you to the sideline.
They missed the free throw. Belmont's 0 for 3 from the line so far. Bounce pass on another weak one. Boulder-Rava had it for a moment but lost it. It was knocked out by Belmont.
There's no place for her to go there. Belmont has got Boulder-Rava surrounded. You're going to have to reverse the basketball or feed from the top of the key where there is no help side.
Gregory to trigger it in. 13 on the shot clock to Enrique. Alina to the basket, drew the foul. She'll go to the line. Foul on number 20. And that is J.C. Busick. Her first. That's the 5th team foul of the quarter.
Enrique running the set that is typically reserved for Tamia Scott, where you get in the I formation, you pop up, catch it, rip it, and go to the open end of the floor.
So Enrique at the line for 2. Makes the first one. It would be such a bonus if we could get her offense going.
Yes. And I think sometimes she lets the three-point shot dictate other things.
She makes both free throws. Belmont's lead down to 1, 11-10, 2:48 to go first quarter. Little zone trap in the backcourt now for the Lady Raiders. Belmont breaks it pretty. It was not applied a lot of pressure, just a different look. And a long 3 is good by Tootie Jones.
And Jones not known for her three-point shooting, only 29%, but 64% of her shots are threes, so you've got to honor that.
14-10 Bruins, 2:25 to go in the quarter. Blakely off the big screen by Boulder-Rava, can't shoot. Enrique wide open, straight away 3, in and out and back in.
Nice touch, nice to see that one go down, and hopefully that will build her confidence.
She's got 5. That hit the front iron, then the glass, then nestled down. Oh, a great backdoor cut and a lay-in, and they're going to call a foul in the lane.
Going to be on Jalen Gregory.
On Jalen Gregory. Basket is good. The foul is on Gregory.
Belmont running a lot of cutters, a lot of pressure release action, and Middle's help side is just not where it needs to be in terms of detail and positioning.
So Busick with the basket goes to the line, and she makes it. Averaging less than a point a game. And Belmont pushes the lead back to 4 at 17-13. And you look at Belmont, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 for 3 from three-point range. Blakely front court being chased by Banks. Top of the key, Enrique. Left wing, Davis. Davis comes to Boulder-Rava. Lob inside for Enrique. Enrique with a big height advantage. Goes into the lane, put it up, and got the roll. Tough shot. Had a big advantage on Feltner, able to finish.
Yeah, I would like to see her really, instead of doing the running 1-2, play off 2 and power that ball up through contact.
Drive rejected by Enrique, and the ball taken away by Blakely. 3-on-2. Kick to the corner, Gregory. Back to Blakely. Shot fake. Weaves through traffic and lost the ball out of bounds. Thought about the 3, passed it up. Shot fake, thought about the jumper, passed it up. Dribbled through 2 defenders and lost it out of bounds.
Well, and there's the answer. Tried to go through 2 people, tried to split, and there was just no space there. You just have to recognize that time the defense is built to the left side, get the ball reversed, and attack the weak side.
3 by Cheeseman. Good.
Got to get out on Cheeseman on that pick and pop action. You cannot zone hedge that at all, which is exactly what Matt Insel just told Alina Enrique.
20-15. Belmont 3 for 4 behind the arc so far in this quarter. And the Bruins leading by 5. They finally get it into the lane. Boulder-Rava was pushed off the block and missed the shot.
Take note where the pass came from. Top of the key. There is no help side when you're in the middle of the floor.
Jones picked up the dribble. She's yelling for her teammates to move. Holmes does, breaks to the basket. Another backdoor cut and another lay-in.
Yeah, and it's one of those types of situations where I don't know why we're overextending and denying away, but when that ball goes, help side has got to shift.
And timeout taken by Middle Tennessee with 33.3 seconds left in the quarter, and Belmont its largest lead now at 22-15. Atmos Energy is delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future.
Middle 4 out of its last 5 from the floor. Unfortunately, Belmont 5 out of their last 6 from the floor. So early on, Middle's offense really struggling a little bit. Couldn't make any traction, couldn't get anything going. Now the offense has picked up, but the defense not where it needs to be. We've just not been as detailed in terms of our off the ball as we have needed to be to stop Belmont.
Bruins 9 of 14 from the field, 3 for 4 from three-point range. Remember, Tamia Scott picked up 2 early fouls. She is on the bench. Blakely working it up, about a 3-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Blakely being guarded by Banks. Banks fell down. Blakely still dribbling, and Banks back up chasing her again. Boy, just a lot of pounding the basketball and not any movement. Bounce pass, Enrique slipped and fell. Blakely got it back, then lost it out of bounds. Just can't hang on. And Enrique slow to get up. With 11.7 seconds remaining, Belmont going to make substitutions here, play for the final shot of the quarter.
Keep in mind, Holmes is on the floor, so there's their number 1 3-point shooter there. You know that Cheeseman is on the floor. She's one of their top 3-point shooters. Tootie Jones on the floor, so they got all 3 of their offensive weapons from the 3-point line on the floor. You cannot leave them. You've got to tag them.
Jones inbounds to Banks, 10 seconds left. Banks into the front court, guarded by Blakely with 5, with 4. Banks drives and kicks to Jones. 3 good if it goes, in and out, no good. Rebound, Middle Tennessee, and that'll end the quarter. That one spun halfway down and came out. Good first quarter for the Bruins. The homestanding Belmont Bruins lead Middle Tennessee 22-15. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Belmont leads Middle Tennessee 22-15 as we get set for quarter number 2. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turdham with you. Micah in the studio back at Master Control. Couple of stats that jump off the page to me in this, and one obviously is Belmont 9 of 15 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. Middle Tennessee shooting 60 to 50%. They're 6 of 12. But the Raiders, 5 first quarter turnovers that led to 7 points off turnovers, and the difference on the scoreboard is 7.
Well, and when you look at the intangible stats in particular, as you mentioned, Belmont 7-0 advantage in points off turnovers. Also a 12-8 advantage points in the paint, 2-0 advantage in terms of fast break points, and 3-0 advantage in terms of bench points. So they're winning all the intangible stats, and really when you watch this game, that's the difference in the game, or the intangibles. Just no more, no less. Middle just really not in any type of rhythm at all offensively. Yep. And then defensively just lacking a little bit of detail. We got to polish some things up quickly in the second quarter.
A couple of backdoor cuts that have been successful for Belmont. A couple of open threes by Cheeseman that have been successful as well. And you look, Boulder Rava only attempted 1 shot in the first quarter. Belmont did a really nice job of really keeping her out of the position she would like to be in the offense. So we'll see what the answer is to try to turn things up a little bit here in quarter number 2.
Well, I think the big thing is we have to understand that trying to get her the ball from the top of the key is going to be key, because anytime that we get it to a wing, Belmont's help side, they're bringing the house against Anastasia to try to keep the ball from going in there, or if it gets there, making her kick it back out. We're going to need somebody to step up and make some perimeter shots as well, or shot fake and put the ball on the ground and get the piece of the paint.
Blue Raider fans, get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town for your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs. Lee Company is the team to call. 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Bruins basketball after the quarter begins. Cheeseman at the top. She's already made a couple of three-pointers. Boulderave out on her. Cheeseman picks up the dribble, bounce pass to the low block to Holmes. Inside out, Cheeseman. Her three is good. She's got 3 of them.
Nas basically turned her head after Cheeseman threw that ball inside, and Cheeseman relocated. You just can't leave her. It's got to be nose chest.
Early critical point here. Down 10, 25-15, and the whistle in the lane, I think. And if that's on Cheeseman, and it is, that's her second. That may be the first thing to slow her down.
Now that'll bring Harrison back on the floor, and thank goodness Cheeseman off the floor.
Yep, she's got 3 3-pointers already. Cheeseman, the transfer from Vanderbilt. She made 5 3-pointers in the win last year over the Lady Raiders. Tamia Scott back in the game with 2 personal fouls. Spins, forced up the shot off the glass, and knocked it down.
And that's one of the wonderful things about Tamia Scott, is that she can make the difficult shot.
Needed that one. 25-17. Jumper from 18 feet. La Chapelle offline, no good. Rebound, Gregory secures it. Lady Raiders coming the other way. Gregory gets it to Blakely. Need to put a couple of good offensive sets back-to-back together here. Gregory to Boulderava. Bounce pass, Scott. Scott finds a room in the lane. Steps through with the left hand, missed it. Rebound, Holmes. Had a great look, couldn't finish.
Probably the easiest look she's had so far.
Jones. Ball stripped away and stolen by Middle Tennessee, coming the other way.
Oh, I thought she should have kept going there.
Kept going, yep. Instead, she leaves it for Blakely. Blakely hands it to Enrique, back to Blakely. 17 to shoot. Boulderava bounce pass to Scott, left side. Tamia for 3. Back iron, no good. Enrique, offensive rebound, put back, no. Loose ball, they scrap Belmont with it, Holmes. Couple of close opportunities, unable to finish. La Chapelle for 3. No good. Rebound Boulderava. For Nas, that is rebound number 6, I believe, of the day. Blakely. Just
right
inside. There she is in the lane. Boulderava backs her way in, draws the double team. Goes cross court on the diagonal. Blakely for 3, offline, no good. Rebound foul, Enrique over the back.
Yeah, Belmont will give that up. Blakely only shooting 17% from the three-point line. I think Nas would be better served to recognize Jalen Gregory was on her side of the floor and try to play some two-man game inside out with Jalen Gregory rather than going diagonal there.
Now Boulderava with 6 rebounds has moved into 19th on the MTSU career rebound list. She has 635. 25-17, Belmont leads, 7:45 to go in the first half from the Curb Event Center. Harrison up top, they sag back off of her, not standing back in the lane. Jones drives the lane, leaves it back outside to Busick. Busick works left to right, hands it to Banks. Banks guarded by Scott. Behind the back dribble, gets a screen. Keeps it going, lost the basketball. She was pounding it too much. Tried to carry it to the line and just lost it out of bounds.
Well, you just want to stay in front of Banks. She's one of those players that will just dribble the leather off the ball and don't go for any of those fakes. She's going to take, if she wants to take that pull up, let it be that way, but just stay in front of her, ignore the wiggle.
Boulderava in the lane, double teamed, reach in foul. I think they're going to get Busick. And it'll be Busick. They slapped the double team on once the pass went down inside. Second on Busick. Second on Belmont in this quarter. Yeah, it's very clear Belmont's game plan. They do not want Nas to establish anything inside at all.
Trying to knee her out from underneath and then obviously sending people at her if she does catch the ball.
Gregory sends it in deep to Scott. Blakely takes the ball. A quick look back to Rick Insel. Blakely guarded by Banks. And contact. Banks a little too aggressive around the screen. And I know we're only in the second quarter, but Cheeseman has 2 fouls. Banks has 2 fouls. Busick has 2 fouls, all for Belmont. And we mentioned neither of these teams really like to go very deep on the bench. They may have to. Quinn Eubank, a 6-foot freshman from Union, Kentucky, checks in for the Bruins. And I think there's some perspiration on the floor, and our officials want that taken care of. We've seen a couple of players slip and slide down there on that far end so far today. Well, Middle Tennessee set up for one inbounds play, and then you heard the call from Matt Insel right over to our right. We're sitting courtside next to the bench.
Well, that's not a good matchup for Belmont on Courtney Blakely, I can tell you that.
They've got Blakely being guarded by Eubank right now. Gregory, 3, left wing, short. Rebound Belmont. Busick gets it out to LaChapelle. LaChapelle passes to the corner. Back to LaChapelle. Shot fake, got Scott in the air. Kicked it to Busick. Her 3, no good. Rebound. Boulder-Rava tipped it. I believe it's going to stay with Belmont.
Middle Tennessee paratrooping on all shot fakes, and it's one of those types of things where you want to close out and be under control. Don't get in the air, because Belmont will then either penetrate and kick or sidestep and shoot the 3. Stay on the ground. Be disciplined.
The lob into Harrison on the inbounds. Harrison guarded by Boulder-Rava. Hands it off. Eubanks. She'll take the jumper. It is no good. Offensive rebound. Busick missed it. Another offensive rebound put back by Harrison.
Well, and a great opportunity for a rebound that we just don't grab, and then we stand.
27-17. Bruins back up by 10. These two teams traded back and forth. Ball kicked out of bounds by Eubank.
Middle 0 for their last 5 from the floor on a scoring drought of 3 minutes and counting right now. Again, Joe, we're just really
stagnant.
We're really stagnant on both ends of the floor.
Had a 4-minute scoring drought in the first quarter.
It's going to be on Nas.
Offensive foul on Boulder-Rava. That's her first. Setting a screen.
Officials determined that she got outside of her body width to try to set that screen. I would agree with that.
Second foul of the quarter. So Holmes back in now for Belmont, replacing Eubank. Belmont from the field, 11 for 22. They've cooled off a little bit. Middle Tennessee 7 of 18. The difference, Belmont 4 for 8 from 3. Middle 1 for 6.
Boulder-Rava still with only 1 field goal attempt.
LaChapelle kicks to a wide open teammate for a 3 that's no good from the far wing. That was Busick. And here comes Gregory down court. Hands it to Blakely, who once again takes a look back at the bench. Now they'll get into the offense. Enrique goes to Blakely. Blakely bounce pass to Scott. Scott lobs it inside Boulder-Rava. Works to her left. Stepped through 2 defenders. Missed it. On the rebound to Belmont.
Probably fortunate she did not pick up her second foul there, Joe.
3. Cheeseman back in. I got another one. She's got 4 3-pointers here in this half.
Yeah, Cheeseman just trailing on the play, stepped into a wide open 3 and buried it. She's had a fantastic first half.
30-17 Bruins. Scott, there they go into Boulder-Rava again. Goes around off the glass, no good. Rebound Cheeseman. She's getting 1 shot contested, and Belmont pulling every rebound. And there's Cheeseman again, top of the key, dribbling the basketball, and you know she wants to take another shot.
I'm surprised she turned that one down.
Bounce pass in the lane. Gregory with a nice steal to Tamia Scott. Scott pulls up, 15-foot jumper, good.
Nice play by Tamia Scott. I'm thinking the entire time, we got a turnover. Let's get in transition where we're not having to go against their 5-on-5.
Middle 1 for their last 8 from the field.
Another
Gregory
steal.
with a steal. They tie it up on the floor. Scrapping for it. Possession arrow should give it to Middle Tennessee. And timeout on the court with 4:31 left in the half. Belmont 30, Middle Tennessee 19. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
With nearly 200 majors and concentrations for undergrads, more than 100 graduate programs, Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. Do you want a high-quality, affordable education? It's not too late to apply. Learn more at mtsu.edu. Had a great time before we talk about the game. 30-19, Belmont leading Middle Tennessee. Had a great time in Chattanooga, the opportunity to go down and call a couple of the state championship high school games on television. Our partner here, Chip Walters, also called a couple of games, one Thursday, one Friday as well. Always fun to kind of be back in the high school mode and see that and be a part of the Blue Cross Bowl and the big week that they have down in Chattanooga. A lot of fun.
Well, it's such a great opportunity for the kids as well. And when people talk about limiting the classifications, when you limit classifications, you also limit opportunities for kids to be a part of something like that. And whether we're talking about football, basketball, really doesn't matter. Every opportunity that a kid has to experience something like a state championship is always very special.
Well, Belmont leading 30-19 here, 12 of 24 from the field, the Bruins. 5 of 10 from three-point range, and Cheeseman has 4 of those for her 12 points. Middle Tennessee 8 of 21 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Getting out rebounded by the Bruins 15-11. Turnovers have calmed down a little bit, 6-5 now in favor of Middle Tennessee. But you mentioned it, Kyle, from the beginning, just no real sync or rhythm in this Blue Raider offense.
Yeah, and you've obviously got to give Belmont a little bit of credit for that, but it's one of those situations where it's really more self-incrimination than anything else. We've done it to ourselves more than Belmont has done it to us. We've just not had any type of rhythm, no traction at all offensively.
Raiders front court with the basketball. Scott can use a little physical bump to get her defender off of her and then put up the shot and made it. Tamia with 8.
And, of course, keep in mind, during that tough part of the sledding for a long period of time, Tamia Scott was off the floor with 2 fouls. Coach Insel brought her back on, and she's responded, particularly on the offensive end.
30-21. There's a little backdoor cut shot put up by Harrison. No good. Rebound, Boulder Rava. You've got numbers if you go. Blakely down the middle of the court. Steps through, coast to coast, missed the layup. Rebound, Enrique had it for a moment. Belmont knocked it out of bounds. Boy, it's one thing to be able to make the move to get there, but you got to be able to finish it.
Well, I will tell you, and my players will tell you, I'm a big playoff 2 guy. And that's one of those situations where when you get the step through, then you got to go playoff 2 and go up and play on balance as opposed to flying through like Courtney did there.
Scott off the inbounds, bounce pass to Blakely.
Had a chance to get it to her and didn't.
Boldereva comes up top. Back left wing to Scott. 7 to shoot. Scott had it stripped away and stolen. La Chapelle for the Bruins. Leaves it for the trailer. Holmes steps into a long 3 and shot an air ball. Rebound Enrique. Now Middle Tennessee the other way. Blakely works left to right. Leaves it outside. Gregory 30 feet away, and I think thought about it for a second, but thought better of it. A basket here gets it back to single digits. Blakely picks up the dribble to Enrique. There's the lob to Boulder-Rava. Works her way in, shot blocked. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Middle Tennessee. Boulder-Rava has the height advantage. Harrison has the girth advantage. And she's been able, Kyle, to just physically move Noss off of the spot.
And I think Noss has got to be more physical in terms of her move to the basket as well. That was a pretty passive move to the rim.
Scott cut off on the drive. Outside Blakely, spin move, tough shot, won't go. Loose ball tapped out deep. It'll be Belmont with numbers. 3-on-2.
Take the hit.
Harrison runs into Gregory, blocking foul on Gregory. Jalen thought she was there. It was ruled that she was still moving a little bit. That's her second foul. And that's going to get Harrison to the line for 2 shots.
It's a really tough call. I'm just going to be honest. Really tough call.
Harrison, a transfer from Georgia Tech, misses the free throw. That's been the only hitch in Belmont's play today. They are 1 for 5 from the line. Makes the second one. Harrison with 3, lead back to 10. 31-21 Bruins, 2:48 to play first half.
Yeah, just from an optic standpoint, you'd like to get this thing down to single digits, make it a 3-possession game.
Lob intended for Boulder-Rava, tapped away. Gregory saved it in the corner, dribbled through. Found Enrique. Elena for 3 is no good. Rebound Belmont.
We're just settling for shots right now, Joe. Started with that bad pass from Courtney Blakely.
Feltner got, she traveled. I mean, everybody in the place saw it. They did call it. Feltner with a turnover. Kinsley Feltner, a 5'11 sophomore. Now Tootie Jones will check back in, replacing Holmes. Yeah, you get this down to 6 by halftime. Given the way things have gone first half, wouldn't feel too bad. Blakely to Scott. Scott being dogged by LaChapelle. Up top, Boulder-Rava. Bounce pass to Blakely. Blakely pulls up, can't shoot. Finds Enrique. Entry pass Boulder-Rava. Goes inside out, she's fouled. I believe that's going to be number 1. That's Feltner. That's her first.
And once again, it's, Noss recognizes that when she catches it, they're coming after her. They're going to make her a passer, not a finisher.
Gregory to inbound. 4th team foul on Belmont. Enrique sends it back to Jalen. Jalen to Blakely in the lane. Backdoor cut, Enrique. Put it up, foul. Nice pass from Blakely.
I'm glad Alina got fouled there. That being said, I think she's got to catch that ball and go straight up, not shot fake or anything along those lines. She's got a much better chance of finishing the play straight off 2 feet.
Foul was on Carmen Harrison. That's her second. So now Cheeseman, Busick, Banks, and Harrison each with 2 fouls for the Bruins with 2 minutes left to go in the half.
And what's so important about these free throws, that one going down, is that Middle has held Belmont to no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Belmont, their offense now has gone south. They're 2 out of their last 10.
Enrique makes both free throws, but unfortunately Middle Tennessee's 2 of their last 13.
Well, that's why I say the free throws are so critically important, because you've got to find a way to make up that gap, and if you're not scoring from the floor, you've got to get to the free throw line.
Well, got a chance here. 2 minutes left. The lead down to 8. Belmont 31, Middle Tennessee 23. Front court for the Bruins is Jalen Banks. Banks off the screen from Cheeseman. Kicks it to the corner. Feltner into the lane. Banks. Cross court Jones. Her 3 is short. Rebound Enrique for Middle Tennessee. Gets it to Blakely. A chance to get a little closer. Blakely. Lead pass front court to Scott. Tamia spots for 3. Yes! Oh, yes, it was a 3. They signaled a 3.
They signaled a 3. I hope they don't check it.
I don't think they're going to. The lead is down to 5. Belmont up 31-26. And you sense a little bit of intensity uplift here in the Lady Raiders.
Well, you've certainly got the Middle Tennessee crowd involved in the game now, finally.
Jones picks up the dribble. Lost it, got it back. That's going to be a travel.
Well,
that's right. She dropped the basketball. It was not knocked out of her hands. And they called travel. I'd double dribble, whatever you want. But a chance now with 107. Right? We'll take it. With 107 left to make this a 1-possession deficit.
Boy, this thing has changed
in
quickly.
A hurry. Blakely. Bounce past Gregory. Entry pass Boldereva. Gets to the lane. Kicks it outside. Blakely drives. Right side. Pull-up jumper off the glass. A little too strong. Rebound Cheeseman. Good look. Couldn't finish. Bruins front court, LaChapelle. She'll drive to the basket. Spin. Fall away with the left hand is good.
That's a tough shot, but I was just happy to see Tamia Scott not pick up her third foul in that circumstance. Sometimes you have to tell players, bail out on the play.
Let it go. Yep. 33-26. 5-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock here. Enrique, there's Boldereva in the lane. She'll go to the basket, put it up, won't go, but she's fouled. If that's Cheeseman, I don't think it is. No, it's 21. That's LaChapelle. That's her first. Had that been Cheeseman, that would have been her third.
Well, the thing that I liked about Noss's play there is that when she caught the ball, she went into an immediate move rather than reading to see where the double team was coming from. And again, the passes, the feeds are coming in from the top of the key.
Yep. Boldereva is scoreless here in this game so far. 0 for 4 from the field, 7 rebounds. Came in averaging 16 points a game. First free throw is good, so she's on the board. 33-27. Again, 20.2 seconds remaining. Second one, good. 5-point game, 33-28. Bruins will play for the final shot of the half.
Got to finish this up defensively at a high level. Don't fall asleep off the ball. Don't get beat back door.
LaChapelle drives, got all the way to the basket. Enrique blocked the shot. Loose ball with 4, with 3. Gregory with 2, with 1. Blakely from just inside midcourt. It's no good. It's offline. Well, the lead was double digits for a long time, Kyle. They've got it down to 5 at halftime.
Well, I will say this. If you tell me before the game that we're going to be down 5 at the half and Anastasia is going to have 2 points, I'm probably going to take it. And that's how rough it has been for her to get untracked inside. But that being said, the Lady Raider defense really rose to the occasion, particularly in the late stages of the second quarter. And then Tamia Scott came off the bench with 2 fouls and had a phenomenal second quarter offensively.
Yep, that was key. That was key to cut it down. The lead was as big as 13, but Middle Tennessee has it down to 5 at intermission. It's Belmont 33 and Middle Tennessee 28. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage. Moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Halftime from the Kurt Bench Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Belmont leads Middle Tennessee 33-28. Dr. Davis Spivey and Murfreesboro Oral Surgical and Implant Center, proud supporters of Blue Raider athletics. For over 25 years, Dr. Spivey has provided the best oral surgical care possible to our community. Belmont built as big a lead as 13. Really, if you're talking about key elements to the game, Kyle, they led by 13 with just over 5 minutes left in the first half. But the Raiders put on a run. What was key to that run to get them back down to 5?
Well, I think a large part of it was Tamia Scott, to be honest with you. I mean, again, through the large parts of the first and early second quarter, she was on the bench with 2 fouls. And when Coach Insel brought her back, she finishes with 11 points in the first half, 9 of which came after the first quarter.
Right.
So she was a big, big part of that. And the thing again about Tamia is that you have to have players that when offenses break down can just rise up and make plays. And that's what Tamia Scott can do.
Certainly did. Belmont's done a wonderful job on Boulder Ava. They've really not given her any uncontested looks. They've made her work for everything. And her only 2 points are from the free throw line, as Nas is 0 for 4 from the line. The other key, Belmont got out to the early start, keyed by the three-pointer, and Kendall Cheeseman with 4 three-pointers in the first half to lead that charge for 12. And for Belmont, to their credit, because they had 4 different players pick up a second foul in that second quarter, they were able to get to the locker room without any of them picking up a third.
Yeah, they pretty well weathered the storm in that regard. And then another key stat, I think, as well in the second quarter, Middle obviously was very sloppy in the first quarter, taking care of the basketball, had 5 turnovers, only 2 in the second quarter. That helps the efficiency level on every front.
So tied in turnovers at 7 apiece, as a matter of fact. We'll take a break. We'll come back, go through the first half stats for you. The Belmont's lead down to 5, 33-28. You're listening to the Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. Belmont leads Middle Tennessee 33-28 at the half. In the first half, Belmont opened up red-hot shooting, cooled off a bit, thanks in great part to the Lady Raider defense in that second quarter. 13 of 29 shooting for 44%, 5 of 12 from three-point range, 4 of those from Kendall Cheeseman. Belmont didn't help themselves, 2 for 6 at the free throw line. The Lady Raiders 10 of 28 from the field, 35%, 2 of 8 from 3, 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. Rebounding, Belmont 18-17 edge off the glass. Lady Raiders 4 assists, 7 turnovers. Kyle mentioned earlier they had 5 first quarter turnovers, so got that under control. 4 steals, 2 blocked shots. For Belmont, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, 3 steals, and 1 blocked shot. Points off turnovers was 7-0. Now it's 7-6 in favor of the Bruins. Points in the paint were something like 12-6. Now they're 16-14 in favor of Belmont. And bench points 5-0 in favor of the Bruins. Individually, Middle Tennessee led by Tamia Scott with 11 points, Alina Arike with 9, and again, Jalen Gregory held to 4 points. Courtney Blakely 1 of 6 from the field, 2 points, and again, Boulder Rava Kyle 0 for 4. They have just made it. It is their defensive plan not to let her dominate in the paint.
Well, and one of the great things that I like about that is that it gives you an opportunity as you're getting ready for conference play right around the corner to see different teams do different things defensively on how they're going to go about defending us, because you know those films are going to get out.
Oh, yeah.
What that also gives you the ability to do is go back to the practice floor and work on those things. And, at this stage of the game, I really like the last play that Nas made when she caught the ball and just went straight into her move, as opposed to catching the ball and waiting for the double team to arrive.
Right.
And I think that she's got an advantage in there and needs to be single-minded that if we get you the ball from the top of the key, you are turning to score.
Yep.
End of story.
Kendall Cheeseman led Belmont with 12 points. She was 4 for 5 from three-point range. The only other Bruin in double figures, Emily LaChapelle, got off to a really good start. She had 10 points. 3 points for Harrison, 3 points for Jones, 2 points for Holmes, 3 points for Busick for their total of 33. Second half is coming up. Lady Raiders trail by 5. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
Switching is easy. You do it all the time. You switch on the lights, you switch on TV channels, and you can switch and save with State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I can switch you over so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to State Farm Neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give me a call at 931-684-5274. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The golden anniversary of Lady Raider basketball continues in just moments with the second half of today's game. Let's get back to the game with the voice of the Lady Raiders,